Good everyone, it's Reza here from Autosport. So today we are working on this 2019 Landcruiser VX model 200 series. We're gonna be upgrading the factory head unit to our Tesla model, a specific design head unit on this vehicle. Alright guys, so we have just finished installing our Tesla style head unit on this 2019 Landcruiser 200 series VX model. So this unit can be installed on any 200 series from 2016 all the way to 2022 models. Doesn't matter if your vehicle is a VX, it's a Sahara or any other model, this can be installed on your vehicle. Let's just start up the vehicle so I can show you how it works and operates. As this unit is specifically designed, all the factory functions will still be working. So for example, if we put up the vehicle in reverse, we will have our 360 camera coming up. That's a factory 360 camera. If I just touch on the screen, I'll be able to change between the views. So that goes onto the back view and front view, so I can turn my guidelines on, change the guidelines. So all these factory functions, they are still working just like normal. If I'm off reverse and want to access the cameras, I've got my factory reversing camera button, factory 360 camera button. So as soon as I press that, my cameras will come on automatically, and if I press it again, I will get onto my next view. So press it again, goes back to normal. Steering wheel buttons, they're all hooked up, connected. We've got our air conditioning panel moved on here. You can control your air conditioning with these new knobs here, or you can control it from the touchscreen. So if I touch any of these buttons down below here, this AC panel will open up for me and I can control my air conditioning from here. I can again use these knobs to control my air conditioning. So this is for the fan, that's for the temperature. I can control my temperature from here, control fan from there. We've got the AC on and off button, the turning off the full air conditioning button here. We can control the temperature from the touch screen as well. So it's fully controllable from the touch screen or from these knobs here. So I can go to the rear mode, front mode. I've got all that over here. So that's the air conditioning. This unit is also equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So now I'm gonna hook up my iPhone to this unit. All I've got to do is to go onto my Bluetooth here, and again on my unit I'm gonna go to Bluetooth. On here I'm gonna look for GT6BT. So that's this unit here. I'm gonna press on that, wait for it to get connected. Once this gets connected, that connects up my Apple CarPlay system to this unit. So it's got wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You only have to do this first time. Next time, as soon as you start the vehicle, this will be connected straight away. So now that's my CarPlay screen that's currently hooked up to my phone. So I've got my map here. I can search for any address that I want. It brings it up instantly. I can even type in the address on my phone and it will be showing it up for me on this screen here. I've got things like Siri working. So if I just go, hey Siri, it will come up and listen to my command. I've got my Spotify, music, phone calls, keypads all over here, so I can ask Siri to make my phone calls and all that. If I press this Android button, that will take me back to the home screen. So that comes back to home screen. This is my home screen. I've got so many more features available on this home screen. So other than the air conditioning panel, which is down here, if I press this button, that will take me to all my apps. So here are all the apps already installed onto the unit. But as these units have got Play Store, you are able to download any applications that you want onto these units. So you can get things like YouTube, Netflix, or any other applications installed onto your unit. We do not recommend watching videos while driving. So that's definitely not approved and it's not legal to do so, but you can do that with these units. They're mainly for when your vehicle is parked, but you can watch videos while driving as well. We don't recommend that though. So again, these units can get connected to internet. There are two ways to get them connected to internet. There's Wi-Fi up here. So if I pull this down, I've got Wi-Fi available. So I can share my phone hotspot, get connected through the Wi-Fi. or we do also have a little SIM card input available in the glove box. So if I look in here, I've got my SIM card input here. That's optional, it's not necessary, but it's optional. If you want, you can insert a SIM card in there and have internet access to your unit all the time. Your factory USB port, that will be remain. So as soon as you plug a USB or connect your phone for charging, that will get connected to this unit. Apart from that, you do get another USB port in the glove box as well. One thing to mention, which is pretty important, is this car setting. So on the normal 200 series, you've got a setting which you can control a few stuff from the vehicle. That is still accessible from here. So if I go on the car settings, all my factory settings will be available here. So I've got my trip computer over here. As I start driving, this will get all the information. I've got my fuel history, I've got my car settings, TPMS information, which if your vehicle is equipped with TPMS, as soon as you start driving, it will be showing it up on here. We've got some other settings on here. If your vehicle is a Sahara model with rear headrest monitor, you will be able to turn your rear headrest monitors on and off from here. On this vehicle, because it's a VX, we don't have the rear headrest monitor, but it is fully controllable from here. We do have a video on a Sahara model as well, which show you how the rear headrest monitor works and operates, but these units are definitely compatible with your rear headrest monitors. We've got a new hazard light button down here, so that's the hazard light button. We got the home button that brings us back to the home. This unit has got night mode and day mode, so as I turn my lights on, it goes dark, so it's not annoying at all while you're driving at nighttime. And again, on daytime, it will come back up as white color, which is pretty bright and useful for daytime. There are heaps of other apps on here. They've got DSP, which is the equalizer. You can control your sound setup. On the Landcruisers, you do get factory amplifier. That is controllable from here. So you've got your factory amplifier over here. You can control everything from this page here. So all the factory settings are available from car settings. To go back to your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you press on this app. That will take you back to your Apple CarPlay screen or Android Auto screen. So you can control all that from here. All the job was done by Reza Autosport. If you're looking for a unit for your vehicle, if it's a Landcruiser, if it's any other vehicle, we've got a specific design head units for all make and model vehicles. So feel free to reach out to us. Email us at autosportstore@gmail.com. We will be more than happy to assist you. Thanks for watching.